Apple juice is one of the most loved fruit drinks in the world, with Americans drinking over 500 million gallons every year. But have you ever wondered how fresh apples become the tasty juice in your glass? Apple juice. The clear, golden drink seen on breakfast tables everywhere has become a favorite in homes around the world. Whether enjoyed by itself, mixed in drinks, or used in cooking, apple juice has a special place in our hearts and kitchens. But how much do we really know about it? To truly enjoy a glass of apple juice, let's explore its history, the journey from farm to bottle, and why it's one of the most loved drinks. The journey of apple juice begins long before it reaches the factory, in the large apple orchards that cover apple-growing areas. The most common types used to make apple juice include Gala, Fuji, Golden Delicious, and Granny Smith. These apples are chosen because of their sweet and tangy flavors, which are perfect for making a balanced juice. After being picked, apples are quickly taken to processing plants. Fresh apples make better juice, so speed is important. At the processing plant, the apples are sorted again and washed to remove any dirt or chemicals. Did you know 1 bushel of apples, about 42 pounds, can produce up to 3 gallons of apple juice? Once clean, the apples are crushed into a soft pulp called mash. The mash is then pressed to get the juice out. Pressing is very important because it controls how much juice can be taken from the apples. Some modern factories use a hydraulic press, which uses strong pressure to squeeze out as much juice as possible. After the juice is taken out, it goes through a process to make it clear by removing any leftover bits. One way is to use enzymes to break down a substance called pectin, which makes the juice cloudy. This helps the juice flow better and allows it to be easily filtered. Another method is spinning the juice at high speeds, which separates the solid parts from the liquid. Some producers also use special materials like carbon or clay to clean the juice and keep its clear, golden color while keeping the flavor. After the juice is taken out, it goes through pasteurization, where it's heated for a short time to kill bacteria and make it last longer. This method, improved by Thomas Bramwell Welch in the 1800s, was first used to stop grape juice from turning into wine. By quickly heating and cooling the juice, it stays fresh and safe to drink without losing its taste. Today, apple juice is heated to about 160 degrees Fahrenheit, 71 degrees Celsius, and then cooled quickly to lock in the flavor while making it safe. Sometimes, before packaging, the juice is concentrated. This means some of the water is removed, which reduces the juice's volume, making it easier and cheaper to store and transport. The concentration process usually involves evaporating the water under controlled heat. Once the juice reaches its destination, water is added back to the concentrate to restore its original taste and consistency. Whether the juice is from concentrate or freshly squeezed, the last step in the process is bottling. The juice is poured into clean, sterilized bottles or cartons to ensure safety and freshness. These bottles are then tightly sealed to keep out air and contaminants. The packaging process often uses aseptic filling, which means the bottles are sealed in a sterile environment to extend shelf life without using preservatives. After sealing, the bottles or cartons are labeled and prepared for shipping to stores, where they are ready for consumers. Throughout the process, quality checks are done to make sure the juice is safe, fresh, and tastes good. Samples are taken from different batches and tested for taste, acidity, and sugar levels to make sure the flavor is right. These tests help keep the juice the same and make sure it is safe before going to stores. If anything is wrong, changes are made to keep the juice at its best quality. Today, there are many brands of apple juice, but a few are known for their high quality, great taste, and use of the best apples. One of these brands is Martinelli's, a family-owned company that has been making apple juice since 1868, even before Welch's work with pasteurization. Martinelli's is famous for its sparkling apple juice, made from 100% US-grown apples. The company uses a mix of sweet and tart apples, giving their juice a balanced and refreshing taste. Martinelli's says their apple juice is so fresh and real that they've used the same label for over 100 years, showing their focus on tradition and quality. Another popular brand is Simply Apple, known for its never-from-concentrate juice. Simply Apple uses only freshly pressed apples, making a juice that tastes as close to a real apple as possible. The brand does not add any sugar or preservatives, so the juice you drink is pure and natural. In the United States, most apples for juice are grown in states like Washington, New York, and Michigan. Washington especially is known for its great apple growing weather with cool nights and warm days. This allows the apples to ripen slowly and develop a strong, rich flavor. Washington state grows more than half of all the apples in the United States, making it the top apple-growing state in the country. The cool nights and warm days are perfect for growing high-quality apples, which is why so many apples used for juice and other products come from this area. This has given Washington the name the apple capital of the country. The story of apple juice is as rich as its taste. Apples have been grown for thousands of years, but it wasn't until the 1800s that apple juice started to become what we know today. The beginning of apple juice can be traced back to Europe, where apples were widely grown and eaten. Cider, a popular drink, led to the creation of apple juice, first as a natural, unfiltered result of making cider. One important person in the history of apple juice is Thomas Bramwell Welch, a name you might know from Welch's juice. Welch was a doctor and dentist, but he is best known for his work in pasteurization. In 1869, Welch found a way to pasteurize grape juice, and later used this process for apple juice. This method stopped the juice from turning into alcohol, allowing it to be stored longer. This invention made it possible to produce apple juice as we know it today. Apples are thought to have come from Central Asia, especially Kazakhstan. The wild ancestor of the apples we eat today, called Malus sieversii, still grows in the forest there. These ancient apples were smaller and more bitter than the ones we enjoy now, but they are the starting point for all the kinds of apples we have today. Apple juice is more than just a sweet drink. It comes from careful growing, smart processing, and a strong respect for tradition. From the orchards where the apples are grown to the factories where they are turned into juice, each step is made to capture the fresh taste of apples in a bottle. In ancient Greek stories, apples were linked to Aphrodite, the goddess of love, and were seen as symbols of desire and beauty. The history of apple juice is closely tied to the invention of pasteurization, which made it possible to store and enjoy the juice safely all year. The next time you drink apple juice, you're not just enjoying a refreshing drink. You're tasting a part of history that has been kept and passed down through generations. Whether you like the sparkling apple juice from Martinelli's or the pure taste of Simply Apple, there's no doubt that apple juice is loved by many. It's a drink that has lasted through time, growing with new technology but still staying true to its origins. So, the next time you pick up that golden glass, remember the journey it took, from the orchard to the bottle, and finally to you. What's your favorite brand of apple juice, and what makes it your go-to choice? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed learning about how apple juice is made, don't forget to give us a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and stay tuned for more juicy stories like this one.